Hey y'all, today we are going to talk about Pythagorean theorem word problems, and it's also distance between two things. So in order to do distance, if you don't remember, check back my video from yesterday when we talked about Pythagorean theorem with distance on a coordinate plane. Now, looking at word problems, you're always going to want to underline important information, and when in doubt, sketch it out. Anytime you have a word problem, there is nothing wrong with sketching out a little example so that you can visualize what the word problem is talking about. I'm going to show you what I mean. So, looking at problem number 1. To get from point A to point B, this one is already sketched out for you. Point A, point B. You must avoid walking through the pond. So, if I did not have this sketched out, I would draw like a little pond area. I would have an A. And I would have a B. Now, it says you must avoid walking through the pond. To avoid walking through the pond, you must walk 34 meters south. So, south is going to be going down, obviously. So, 34 meters, hey, that already tells you what that length is of that side, 34. And 41 meters east. So, you're going to have to go east, 41. Now, you have your 2 points of data. You have an A over here, you have a B over here for a triangle. And it wants to know to the nearest meter how many meters would be saved if it were possible to walk through the pond. So that means that short distance. Instead of having to walk the long distance around, what would be the short distance between the two? You're going to use Pythagorean theorem because this forms a right triangle. So A squared plus B squared equals C squared. And remember, C is always that diagonal distance. So plug in the numbers that you know for A and B. 34 squared plus 41 squared equals C squared. Now, square each one of those. So 34 squared equals 1,156 plus 41 squared equals 1,681. So, if we add those together, we get 2,837 equals C squared. But do we want to know what C squared is, or do we want to know just what C is? Just what C is. So you're going to find the square root of this number, 2,837. So the distance across the pond, C equals 53 point. That 6 would tell the 2 to round up. So 53.3 meters across the pond. Now, this is what I mean about sketch it out when in doubt. A baseball diamond is a square with sides of 90 feet. What is the shortest distance to the nearest tenth of a foot between first base and third base? So if I'm not sure what's happening, I'm going to go ahead and draw this out. A baseball diamond is a square. So if you don't know how to draw a diamond, twist your paper sideways and draw a square. That creates a diamond. Then twist your paper back and you have a baseball diamond. Now, what I'm going to do is sketch out home, first, second, and third. Now, the problem says it is 90 feet on all sides. So I know that that is 90, that is 90, that is 90, and that is 90. What is the shortest distance to the nearest tenth of a foot between first and third base? So that tells you they want you to go across between first and third. What is the shortest distance? Well, I know that my sides are worth 90. So A squared plus B squared equals C squared. That C is going to be my diagonal because when you have it turned, there's your right triangle. So it tells you that that's your diagonal line. So 90 squared plus 90 squared equals C squared. Type that into your calculator. 90 squared equals 8,100 plus another 8,100 because it's the same number equals C squared. Well, 8,100 plus 8,100 equals 16,200 equals c squared. Now we're going to root that so that we know just the distance. The square root of 16,200. So it's going to be 127.3 feet. There you go. That's how you find distance between 2 points in word problems. When in doubt, sketch it out. Y'all have a great day. Bye.